This is Rogues on the Road with Matt Froman and Rich Marshall, where we talk food, travel, craft beverages, and everything in between.
Welcome to Rogues on the Road. We'll talk food, travel, adventure, and everything in between. My name's Rich Marshall.
I'm Matt Froman, and my mic... I always do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I sound... And now I sound like the Tin Man. Why am I so far away? All right. I'm Matt Froman. All right.
And we got boy Gypsy in the corner.
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing tonight?
Good,
mate.
Yeah, good.
Welcome back from Austin.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
you had a hell of a trip.
I had a wild ride, man.
Yeah, you went to South by Southwest.
Yeah, first time, broke my South by Southwest cherry, and it was worth it. I'll do it again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you were only out there for a few days.
Yeah, I was out there for 3 days. I flew out there on Thursday, came back on Sunday, linked up with a buddy of mine, Edison, who does a podcast out in New Jersey called Questionable Behavior Podcast, which is a similar format, entertainment, interviewing music artists from all over the city. And we went out there and kind of did a boot camp mobile podcasting type of situation where we just went around with a field recorder and just interviewed a bunch of artists, because it was guest heaven. I mean, it was just artists everywhere, from all over the country that had flown in, and you just realize how many different artists are out there that are doing well in their local areas.
That's
like
cool.
I met this one young lady, and she looked like a Street Fighter character. Her hair was all wild, her dress was all wild, and she was like, "I run the Midwest." And I was like, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, when somebody looks like a Street Fighter and says that,
Yeah.
You know
Feel
what?
threatened.
Agree with them.
Yeah. So I had a great time, great food, great drinks out there. Went to a great Mexican restaurant called the Chili Parlor, which was amazing. And the waiter, I wish you guys could have been there, but he almost was like, the guy in Scary Movie 2 who's got the weak hand. The funny hand.
It's got the dead hand.
Stirring the pot.
Yes. He would like walk on his back heels like this, like really slow, and just drag his feet. And he'd give you these really creepy looks, and it just was like he was a he was a character. He was a character, and so yeah, it was just a great time. And the ending, the highlight was I ended up being in my first ever hip hop music video.
That's awesome.
When do we get to see it?
I don't know when it comes out. Hopefully soon. But I got to hang out with UFC champion Tyron Woodley, who is arguably, I've come to find out because I'm not really big into UFC, is arguably pound for pound the greatest UFC fighter of all time. So he's super famous. He's kind of has like a Jamie Foxx kind of personality where he's friends with all kinds of celebrities.
He's got some swagger.
He's got a lot of swagger.
He sounds like the guy you want to know.
He definitely was, especially with the ladies that came by.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that sounds like fun. All right, so maybe this time next year. Well, not this time. Maybe this time next year we'll all have been out there.
Yeah.
Because our Daddy Longlegs was out there playing.
Yes.
And they're now in England, I think. Are they out there yet?
No, they're back soon. But then they take off again.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah, they're going all over the place.
I bet.
What's up, Day Day?
Day!
We have our.
I can't see anyone. I have no.
Oh, that's right.
I'm feeling naked and sucking in the stomach.
I will be your eyes.
Thanks,
How's
mate.
that sound?
Thanks.
So
there you go.
So
we should start off with our weekly beverage.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
That was quick.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan of gimmicky stuff.
Okay,
but go for it.
So there's an app called Living Wines, and basically they have different vineyards that they're signed up with, and you can download the app, scan the app onto your wine bottle, and they become alive. I did a little video of some my wife and I tried. It was rude not to.
Okay.
But the one I purchased for this week is Matua, which is from New Zealand.
Yep.
They claim that in 1974 they produced the first Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
In New Zealand.
Okay.
And I thought as all the stuff that's been going on in Christchurch, New Zealand, the last week or two, a New Zealand wine is appropriate for a good cheers.
All right,
that's great.
But I pour this if you want to check out the video of what the Living Wine app does. It's kind of cool.
We just posted in our feed, if you're watching What's Up Day Day. So you can download the app and just follow the link on. It's a little gimmicky, but kind of cool.
Yeah, and the wines are a selective taste.
All right, here we go with the video.
That's a big freaking glass of wine.
It's your last opportunity in this place for a while.
Where did that photographer get off to? Jacob, look at your hands.
Yes, we were crushing the new grapes today. Oh, good color. It's going to be a marvelous vintage.
A marvelous... Brother, your hands are purple. This photo...
Salutations, my dear friend. Welcome to the new world of augmented reality. Well, it's not an entirely new world. The basic laws of physics still apply, as do actual laws. No theft, no carjackings. One must also remain a gentleman of utmost character. So, here's some guidance I prepared earlier for the modern gentleman.
That is the Living Wines app. This wine, I pulled up the tasting notes from it. I don't know if you guys would agree with them, but it apparently has citrus notes with a hint of grapefruit and basil. Basil?
Yeah.
Basil?
Basil?
And a palette of fresh, vibrant, concentrate black currant leaf with a hint of nettle and green melon. It's quite complex.
It is complex.
Cheers, New Zealand.
Cheers.
Cheers
Here's to New Zealand.
I actually like it. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Has a kind of a grapey aftertaste.
I'm not a big white wine guy. I do like New Zealand's.
I have to have white wine with seafood. So it's kind of like Italian food. I need red wine with it.
Right.
And
McDonald's, I need a Pepsi.
I need a nap.
Yeah.
And an angioplasty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, this is what, a
$12.99
bottle wine. It's not going to break the bank.
Their 9 Crimes usually runs around $8.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, 19 Crimes. I mean, unfortunately, with the living apps,
it's not the
living labels
quality.
app. It's not the best quality wines,
right?
Because it's gimmicky.
But they're having others jump on board these days.
But why can't they do both? And I'm just saying in general. I guess I'm not chastising them, but why sacrifice?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think that maybe some of the higher end brands. I mean, listen, the whole spirits world right now is blowing up, and this would be kind of cool to have with spirit
living
labels.
spirits.
Living
Right.
spirits.
Ooh.
You know, it's an app. You pay the app. The supplier pays the app to come up with. And 19 Crimes was the first thing to do this.
Right.
You know, but they need to get a little more higher quality products in.
I've seen there is a food and drink app that restaurants use where the bartender will serve you a drink, and then there's something floating in the drink, and you can use your phone, and it'll augment it where there'll be kind of images floating on top of it and stuff like that. There's a company that actually does it for restaurants. So I see it. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to start seeing like nano robots that you can drink, and then you can see it traveling through your body.
Totally.
Just produce something really good and just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Just give me some shrooms. I'll visualize.
There you go. I don't need something floating in my drink.
Yeah. I need an 8-hour trip.
Yeah. I mean, it's a doable wine.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately with New Zealand, you can't it's difficult to get out of the grapefruity note because they've developed the yeast strains to really produce that grapefruity note.
Yeah.
So a lot of the wines are kind of one-dimensional.
Is there anything you don't know about wines?
I don't know shit about. You know who knows about wines?
Who?
Jeff Woody, Rochambeau Wines, Dobbs Ferry, New York.
Okay.
He knows wines.
Plug.
Yeah, that's a plug. Gerry Dawes, Spanish wines.
You're welcome.
Hates all wines except what he sells, and rightfully so, because he produces some pretty amazing wines from suppliers out in Spain.
There you go.
So yeah. Or I'm just full of shit.
No, you?
No.
Never. Correct. What do you want to do? New goods, or should we talk about our emotional?
It's been an
recent. Week?
This has been an emotional. Oh, Hannah May joined.
Hey, man.
And Dan Roberto.
Get running, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had an emotional week. So
Talk about it.
So we were asked to audition for a just there, right?
Just wait.
We were asked to audition for a commercial for Dell computers, and
They still make Dells?
they're about to start again, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But can I tell the first story?
With pleasure. Oh,
And then you go into
Okay.
So
Back it up.
We got to back this up. Rogues on the Road, the two hosts right here.
Yes.
Were asked
R&R.
to audition for a shoe commercial 2 years ago.
correct.
We're like, whatever. Great. It pays a little bit of money. We
Yep.
said we'd do it.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep.
I think I said one word and they kicked me off the audition.
Yeah. Rich was done.
I don't know why I have to speak to be running in sneakers, but we had this conversation at lunch today, and they only want like skinny people, I guess, because bigger people don't wear sneakers. I have no idea.
I don't know.
They don't have feet. That's what it is.
They wanted real people. We thought we were pretty real. They didn't want actors. They wanted real people.
Right.
So Rich gets kicked out first round because apparently he's not real.
Yeah, he's augmented.
Yeah.
So
like
I go.
This is all fake.
So it gets a little emotional because I'm like, Rich, like,
Sorry,
do you want? Do you
Shall
want?
I bail out? I'm
Should
like,
I bail out?
Good
He's
luck.
like, no, go on.
Yeah.
And so I go forward and I start interviewing with the shoe manufacturer, which is Dunham and Dunham Shoes, which, if you don't know, are kind of like shoes
For sailors.
I would not know that.
or special sailors. I don't. Right. They are not.
Are they orthopedic too? Orthopedic sailors?
Yeah, I mean they're made for walking around the mall.
Yeah.
I see.
And it has a shoe lift on the bottom.
Right.
With
So-
a little scooter.
Yeah.
Right. So they're not. I mean, yeah, and they're trying to rebrand themselves. So I make it to like the second round. I'm all these like interviews and this, that, and the other thing.
Skype
and I'm like,
calls and
it's a shoe commercial.
Right.
And they finally come back to me and they're like, listen, we really want you to do it, but your weight is an issue. Would you be willing?
Your what?
weight.
My weight.
Not your hairline, your weight.
My weight.
Right.
And they're like, would you be willing to drop 20 pounds? I'm like,
What? What is you need a method actor?
I'll just stop drinking beer and wine.
Right.
And so
Didn't they offer you like a life coach or something?
we're
Shoe commercial.
gonna pay for a personal coach for 2 weeks so you can drop 20 pounds.
They
That's
must
a
have
lot
really-
in 2 weeks.
And also they must have really wanted you.
That's what I thought. So they come back to us. I'm like, okay, I'll do whatever. I'll
Right.
just stop drinking and we'll drop the weight. They come back to me and they said it's a go. Like, we're gonna do this. And they finally get back and say, listen, unfortunately, between your weight and your look, we're not
gonna have to
Wait,
we're not
what?
Gonna, we're not going to go forward with the commercial. I said, did you just call me fat
And ugly. In one sentence.
for a shoe commercial?
Yeah. You
For
didn't even look
people
at my
that walk
feet.
around the mall?
Right.
There's a whole new level of insult on that one.
Yeah.
And they said like the client, like, if you don't ever buy Dunham shoes. I'm like, no, we're beyond not buying Dunham shoes.
Right. Yeah, they were going to literally hire an augmented reality person.
Absolutely.
They weren't going to get a human anymore.
No, they wanted, you know what? You don't want real people. No. You want actors. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
So,
So
2 years
fast forward.
later,
Yep.
after your 2 years of counselling, I guess, they
Counseling went well. Cost.
Good.
It was a tax write-off.
There you go. And you got a free pair of sneakers out
And
of
it
it.
was, yeah.
That's good. So they contact us again and say, you guys would be perfect for this. It's a Dell communication device. So if you're in the middle of nowhere with no cell service, you can still contact loved ones around the world and all this stuff. So they asked us to audition. So we do our thing. Then they asked us to do a callback via Skype. So two of us got together last week and we joined the producer.
The producer and director.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And it was
it was a great interview.
Did the director have one of those like scarves and a monocle and the little hat? And
Yeah,
shit?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, we won't get into it, but it was a,
Okay.
it was,
Yeah.
I may not be far off. Huh?
it was an interesting one.
Yeah, we'll figure.
But it was a potentially great national commercial for Dell computers, and that basically what we were going to do is take our homemade kayaks
Okay.
to kind of a campsite, set up a mock campsite.
Yeah.
And
In
this
the
was
middle of freaking nowhere
Right.
with no cell service.
right, and this
Okay.
was a way to kind of like stream.
they were really gonna do it.
Stream movies
Yeah,
and things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
This
Okay.
was really happening.
Yeah, I think we were going to film on like March 30th.
Yeah.
And they knew your background as rogues.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
So we're talking through it and explaining how we can make this work for them. And I think I said, yeah, we find it really difficult to communicate with our wives when we're out in the wilderness. And they went, hold on, you got wives?
Wait, what?
You two aren't together?
What?
They thought we were gay.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
You two.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie.
And I mean,
Eddie.
it
And the conversation just stopped.
it pretty much stopped. It pretty much
It did.
stopped. Like we let them down.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now, and we're like, if you want us to be gay, we'll be gay. We don't care.
We can work it out.
Yeah, but it won't be authentic.
Where's the waterfall?
You're not really gay.
Right.
And they
The audience won't believe it.
They started asking us questions that were kind of weird, like when you guys
Who's the bottom?
Yeah. Who's the big spoon here?
Right.
I mean, all I was picturing is like Brokeback Mountain.
Jesus.
And they were asking this question like, after your dinner, do you guys, do you go back to your tent? Not
to communicate.
not
Right, of course. of
not
course.
tents.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Oh shit, I missed that.
Yeah,
and I'm like-
yeah.
No, we sit around the campfire.
Sit around the campfire. That's exactly
Right,
what you said.
right.
I'm like, why would we go back to our tent?
I didn't pick up on that.
So that's commercial number 2.
Yeah, we got a phone call today.
So you guys didn't make the cut for that?
No,
we didn't make the cut.
No, we weren't gay enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Too fat,
Yeah.
too ugly,
Yeah.
And too straight.
and too straight.
Apparently. Jesus.
Too straight. So we got that going for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing well.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice.
Rogues on the Road has been going for 4 years now. We're just about to hit. We started the influencer movement.
Yes, that's right.
We did. Hashtag.
You
influencer.
started Instagram, I guess.
We did. Actually, we did, but we sold it. We actually started it in our tent
With our Dell device.
with our Dell device.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so if you're
So that's it.
If you're listening and you need a commercial with real people,
Right.
we're fat, we're ugly, we're not gay enough,
You're married.
And we have
we're
2
married,
tents.
and we have 2 tents.
Gotcha.
So hire us.
Yeah, yeah. Game on.
So that's
Give us a call.
Give us a call.
There you go.
So that's our story.
Yeah. What have you been
stuff,
up
guys.
to? You've been all over the place, mate.
Yeah, I've been. Last night was one of the most epic culinary moments I've had in a while.
I saw pictures.
It was.
Yeah,
if you
cool.
look on our Facebook page, it was awesome. If you are in New York City, this is an incredible place to open up. Right by it's Hudson Yards, the old kind of railroad over by Javits Center.
Okay.
Look it up. I'll post it. It's called Hudson Yards. It's a big mall, sculpture, just multi-purpose center. And in the center, 3 actually very famous chefs, and I'm going to post this right now. 3 famous chefs.
What's it called?
It's called Mercado, Little Spain.
Mercado.
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 Like
Mascati.
mercantile, right?
Mercado means market in
Market.
Spanish.
Market.
Good to know. Senor.
See?
And 3 famous chefs, probably some of the most famous chefs, celebrated chefs, successful chefs in the world at this point. Jose Andres, Ferran, and Albert Adria, who's actually pretty young for what he has accomplished. They opened up a 35,000 square foot marketplace
Wow.
in Hudson Yards, and you are transported to Spain.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Each market stall is a different food,
Right.
desserts, main courses, hams.
Wait, can I quote Rich real quick?
Yeah.
Game on.
Game on.
Do it.
It is absolutely fantastic. There's a paella market, there's a cheese market, there's seafood, there's a wine bar. It is spectacular.
Yeah.
And each market actually has its own personality. Which
cool.
is phenomenal. If you get a chance, you must go.
And is each market stand owned by a different chef?
That's what typically would happen.
Right.
In these.
I see like an indoor Little Italy.
Right.
Right.
And you rent out the different spaces.
Right.
What Jose did, and Ferran and Albert, they basically dreamed this idea up, but they wanted creative control of it.
Okay.
And they've done a phenomenal job because it's all kind of binding together. They have massive prep kitchens that support the different markets.
Yeah.
It's
That's cool.
It is flawless. We got invited through Gerry Dawes and Ignacio from Ibiza.
Mm-hmm.
We went down there and we were immediately brought into a little dining area.
That's cool.
Where Jose was with some of his fans. There was 8 of us there out of thousands of people.
Wow.
And
Was it like opening night or something? They've been open for a while.
opening night was Thursday.
Oh, so they
had something
they're
like
young.
10,000 people. I mean,
Oh,
it was
oh, wow.
to get a dessert. It was 2.5 hour wait.
So you guys were VIP PP.
We were. I mean, it was phenomenal. And
Very important people.
to listen to Jose and listen to Albert speak about what they're doing is just it's phenomenal. I've never seen a culinary.
Now, did they
experience
do?
like this.
You know the guy, the Salt Bay guy that was like really famous. For
Salt
Bay. He's like this. I think he's Middle Eastern, and he owns a bunch of restaurants in Dubai and stuff like that. But he just opened one in New York like 2 years ago. But he became an international meme because he's got these videos, and I'll show them to you guys off air. But he slices his meat in the most dramatic.
They does.
Oh, cool.
And he cuts his meat, and then he gets the salt, and he go. Let me put the camera on myself. He goes like this and sprinkles the salt on it,
And that's it.
and that's it.
That's his signature.
But he's the women love him.
That's cool.
because he is cooler than cool. He's got
Yeah.
his shades on.
You know why we wouldn't get away with that?
You're not him. That's the best way I can put it.
High blood pressure,
Best way.
salt.
Right.
Right.
I'd cut your arm off.
Yeah. This
I'll
guy
break a
is-
rib.
I'd cut your one good leg off.
He's an artisan, but a buddy of mine went to his restaurant. It's one of those, a waiting list for 6 months or something.
yeah,
Something
yeah.
retarded.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of this, and just cool, amazing culinary
New stuff.
experiences open up.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance, you're in the New York City area, you must go visit Hudson Yards. It is phenomenal. It's a 35,000 square foot. Not Hudson Yards, but Mercado, Little Spain.
Okay.
Is 35,000 square feet. 41 million put into it to build it.
Jesus.
550 plus employees, all orchestrated, all working together.
That's cool.
It was
How's the food?
food was beyond.
Oh, that's good to
phenomenal.
know.
It was. It was.
Imagine all of that
Yeah,
space,
all
all
that.
those people.
Oh, terrible.
Right. They can serve you McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was a bit dry and chewy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is this seafood or is it beef? I don't know.
Same thing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like you were transported
Yeah.
to Spain, and you hope that the consistency lasts. And I'm sure with these chefs running this, they run a very tight, supportive ship. That's what they're known for doing, and the consistency. I mean, we had tuna belly last night. We had.
You bought some samples.
I didn't because I don't want. I did bring a sample.
you did.
I did
Right
bring
there.
a sample.
Where'd you get that from the East River?
So one of the things.
Yeah.
Actually, this is from Galicia. So one of the big trending things that's happening right now is tinned seafoods.
I've been doing this since I was a kid with
Yeah,
my
you have.
oysters.
Yeah, you have.
I was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, you were.
Trendsetter.
Yeah. you
Tinned
should.
seafoods, right? And
So funny.
there is a restaurant. I mean, we're going to skip around. I guess we'll.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. There is a restaurant up in Boston. Excuse me. I'm a little verklempt. I get very emotional over this.
It's Boston.
And I first found this in Angelica's up in Buffalo, New York. I sit down at the bar. She puts this in front of me. I order tuna belly. She puts this in front of me with a lemon wedge and some crackers. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I would.
And it was $16.
I'd call for a manager.
I thought there was a camera on me. I really thought it was a joke. And I opened it up. I'm like, fuck it. Fine. Let's do it. So open it up, squeeze a little lemon on it.
It's all right.
Phenomenal.
See, I'd be happy if there was spam in that can.
Yeah.
I like a bit of spam myself.
See, there you go.
But
You like
tinned meats.
Yeah, and you know what? Canned corned beef.
Really?
Oh, mate, the sodium in that will kill you, but it's so freaking
Right.
good. Yeah.
A good healthy dose
Yeah,
of salt. Is
with,
just
and
good.
jelly around it. Oh,
Yeah, no.
Haven't eaten
no.
since breakfast, so you're killing me.
We just had. I tried taking photos. Speaking of corned beef, and I know we're going off subject here, but speaking of corned beef, we just had. It's St. Patty's Day.
yeah.
I tried getting some photos. Some decent. We had some amazing corned beef. Getting photos of corned beef doesn't work. It's boiled vegetables and corned beef.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You can't make it look.
And I'm not a fan of like fresh corned beef that you serve with cabbage on St. Patrick's Day,
I
but
love
canned corned beef.
No.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Bring that on.
Okay.
Bring it on. Let's see.
We should.
We should do a.
We should do a tin food next one.
No, tinned meat, not tinned seafood.
Okay.
Tinned seafood is a completely different beast.
Game on.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So, back to tinned seafood. Fast forward a couple weeks ago, went up to Boston. We went to Haley Henry. And Haley Henry is a wine bar. They import their own canned tinned seafood. And
So would they just fish the tins out of the ocean? They just catch it like that?
Yeah.
they net it, spear it.
I see.
I'm going canning.
Yeah, there you go, canning. I
Yeah.
got you. I see.
And they actually have on their menu tinned seafood.
Good.
What they do is they go on buying trips to Spain. They seek out tinned seafoods and they import it themselves.
Perfect.
And you can buy it. And we went when we were at.
What's the expiration on that?
Never, mate.
They're tinned.
To the next apocalypse.
Now, what is the expiration on that?
They're tinned. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so this right here.
You purchased yesterday.
This was purchased yesterday. This is Jose Andres.
Slide it down just a little bit. Keep
Yep,
going. Perfect,
yep,
perfect,
yep,
perfect,
yep,
perfect,
yep.
perfect.
There we go. Jose Andres. This is tinned sea urchin.
All right.
And basically what you're doing is you're putting the freshly caught seafood.
In a can.
So it's not traveling anywhere. It's traveling to the canning place, which is right near where they catch it.
Okay.
It's actually kept fresh in the can by either cooking it in the can. And this has an expiration.
Oh, so that's cooked.
Well, I've never seen tinned sea urchin.
How do they cook? How do they actually cook it in the can?
Well, let's.
Boiled in water.
Well, I'll tell you. This is good to 2023.
Jesus.
All right.
That's
only
4 years.
Well, it's in a can.
It's in a can.
It's not like 20. It's not like a Twinkie that'll literally last till the next ice age.
Or Wonder Bread.
Right, exactly.
This is. Oh, there we go. Here we go. This is what
This is
you are
right to
going
the
to.
end of
Can we see it?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we'll
see
see
it.
it.
Can you tip it a little or no? Actually, no.
That's about as much as I.
All right, that's
This
all
is-
we need.
That's his laptop.
right.
Go for it.
Yeah.
This
No,
is
good.
tinned octopus from Galicia. All right.
How you feeling about that,
in
Jets?
olive oil.
Not
This
too
is
strong.
cooked.
I'm not either.
This is cooked. I'm gonna pass it around to you guys. I'll be the first.
I don't know, Rich. I just feel like
Do you need to top up a wine for this?
Yes, I do
All right.
actually.
All right.
And
So-
by the way, this wine is really good.
It is, right?
The
There we go.
buzz, so to speak, is
Yeah,
it's
no,
nice.
Octopus
One of them up. I'll have that.
on a Jose Andres potato chip.
Okay.
We'll give it a try.
All right, I'll try it. I'm willing. How's the salt content? Where's the sodium
Not
levels
bad.
at? Not bad.
All right, Richie. Here you go.
All right. I just want to say, guys, I'm really excited
Give one to.
to try this right now.
It's
Perfect. Thank you.
it's why this is. It's not fishy. There you go, mate. Rich.
So this is calamari, basically.
No, this is octopus. So
Wait.
calamari is squid,
Oh, yeah.
Which is-
right. Oh,
Sorry, Rosa.
learn something new every day.
which is all part of the cephalopod
I'm just going
family.
for it. I can't think about this.
Yeah. All right, don't do the. You guys are all doing the Andrew Zimmern.
No, mate.
Actually,
It is
No.
delicious. It's,
Actually?
isn't that good?
very good.
Yeah, it's very good.
This is very good.
Really?
It reminds me of the oysters.
Yeah.
Because
Reminds me of
it's
an
just,
ex-girlfriend.
oh,
Sorry. I run that. Her name was.
We
Octo.
we're semi
yeah,
clean on this, but you just took that
Did
to
I
a
say?
whole different ballgame.
Sorry.
what was I going to say? It has that that just enough fishy, fresh from the ocean flavor where it's not overbearing.
Yeah.
Where it's just enough.
Yeah.
And then putting it on a salty chip is very much like how I put the oysters on the Ritz cracker.
Right.
So
Do you think it's going to taste the same in 2024?
It'll be aged. It'll be aged. But there's just about every seafood.
That's cool.
I would put a little hot sauce on it.
I would put a little hot sauce. I would. I mean, there's
Marmite?
maybe a little Marmite, little coarse sea salt, or maybe like give it a quick sear or something. I mean, it's already cut up, you know. But there's really not.
Summertime, would you put it on a skewer and just real quick?
I would totally do that. In fact, I would actually do a little tapas kebabs.
Yep.
Give them a quick sear.
Yep.
You know, and Bob's your uncle.
Finish you want.
Yeah. So it's a whole new trend that's kind of
That's cool.
We're starting to see a lot, and I was surprised last night when at the marketplace that Jose Andres has his own gift store. You can buy your tins of seafood. They're expensive. They are expensive.
What'd that run you?
Those are about 18 to $30 a pop. So
wait. The
Yeah.
tins were 18 to 30?
Yeah, the Jose
Ouch.
Andres tins are a little tough on the wallet.
Has he got much competition though?
He does. You know, if you go on our feed, you actually the link that we put on from Henry,
Right.
you can actually purchase their tins online.
Oh, okay.
They're well priced. They run about $12. If you're new to tins, other than like, you know, getting your Star-Kissed tuna kind of thing.
I quite like that.
I do too.
Love Star.
If you're new to that, get the tuna belly, something like that. The Ortiz, that is probably the best start. This is what this runs about $3 or $4 a kg.
Now, can we get that at Chico's?
This you can get it to Chico's.
You can?
Yeah, you can get this at a lot of food markets, Whole Foods, and it's it's a little better quality, better tasting, different than getting your typical canned albacore tuna kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But that's a good start, and it's fun. It's fun to talk about. Like if you're out at a wine bar and you're ordering a couple of tins of something that you've never heard of, you open it up, you're not sure what you're getting.
Right.
You know, and it's just kind of a fun new trend.
I like it.
Yeah, nosh away.
We also have a beer over there from our buddy at Beer Time.
Yes.
Neil. Cheers,
All
mate.
right.
Who is a fellow Brit from Leicester, which is about 40 minutes from where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
He's a
great.
good lad.
Yes.
He revived a run-down beer store,
Yep.
and it's exciting.
Yeah. He is a great guy.
Yep.
Every time we go in there, he's like, "Look,
Got to try this, mate.
you gotta try this, mate."
Oh, I like that.
And he's got the
growler pumps.
right. He's got the fridge in the back with stuff that he only gives out. And every time we go in there, and he's such a great guy. He always gives us something. It's just out of his own.
Try this?
Yeah, try this. This is from a couple of Scots. So this is Brewdog Hazy Jane, and this is kind of interesting because you don't typically see this. And let me see if I can find.
You can put it down, mate.
Can I put it down?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Brewdog.
Save a bicep.
They did the TV show, Brewdogs.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say that name sounds
Yeah, it
really
does, right.
familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
And they did some funny, cheesy kind of stuff. They were around for a while, but this is their version of a New England style IPA brought by a couple of, Scottish, UK
Nice.
beer makers, which you don't
Nice.
typically have.
Cool.
Is that kind of coming full circle with the history of IPA?
Yeah, but I don't think UK beer makers ever made a beer that was as hoppy and hazy and high in alcohol as a
IPA.
which really started as like a California IPA.
I was going to say,
Has IPA been around a long time? I'd never heard of IPAs until I came here.
yes, they. There's a couple of stories about IPAs, India Pale Ale, so
Right.
you had to add extra hops
Okay.
because
trip
they were
around
making
that.
the trip to.
So it goes back to the
under
Indians.
the African Horn,
Right.
from
Okay.
Europe over to India, and it'd have to go all the way down. So for the beer to last, they put extra hops in it for preservation. Right. And
that's
it
cool.
would taste like that.
Right.
So.
And
I didn't realize hops were preservative.
yes, great preservative.
Apparently.
It's a flavoring component and a preservative. And but it was never intended. At least I don't think it is. And the beer geeks that we've talked to and love, I don't know if there's any British UK beer that is as hoppy as
No.
as
Yeah,
a
your beer is
I'm not
water,
a hoppy
right?
guy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like piss.
Well,
That's why the pisser beer is so
Piss now.
piss now.
the piss
I
note.
pissed out. I still wanted to get hold of that. I guess no one's got a full bladder right now.
I can tell you this will be infinitely better than JR's beer, and we all
Oh
made
good.
God!
Thank God for that.
We all made
We've
it
got another
home.
fun beer lined up though for another show.
we all made it home last week, and we lived.
No
we
no
lived.
sick days last
No,
week.
Here you go, gents.
Well, I just pissed it out.
There you go. I'm gonna
Get up.
I honestly can't wait until the Rogues make it out to London.
Oh mate,
Right?
You're coming with us.
You couldn't stop
Oh,
me.
no.
You literally couldn't stop me.
Oh, you gotta come.
Yeah.
All right. So
What is this? What's it called? Sorry.
So this is Hazy Jane. I just posted on BrewDog. I just posted on our feed what it is, where you can get it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is.
Not hoppy.
Let's take a look.
It has hop flavor.
Yeah, it's got
But
got a tin, but it's not like a heavy IPA, like your flower power and all that
Right,
stuff.
oh, God.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't stand that stuff.
This got a 96 out of 100 on Rate Beer.
I could see
Rate
that.
Beer.
Yeah, be clear on that.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, that was close.
thank you.
Dry hopped. I'm going to read this right off. Full tilt fruit hit with pineapple, mango, hint of zesty lime. Definitely low in bitterness. Definitely high on haze. Heavy on hops. It's pretty heavy on hops, but I've had heavier.
Yeah.
There is zero bite on this.
No, it's not.
Which is
it's smooth.
great.
That's dangerous.
And
Yeah,
it's,
right.
What's the alcohol content on
This
it?
is 7.2.
Oh, that gets you after a few.
And this is a great example of definitely dry hopped because it's almost like you have the hops in your hand.
Yeah.
and
Right.
you're
Yes.
smelling them. That's
and the fruits kind of
Yeah.
exaggerate
Yeah.
the hop. I have to say this is really bad because I'm almost done with IPAs and I'm now
I'm so
interested
with
in
you.
sours.
Oh, me too, mate.
Because the
I would
sours
always
you
try a
brought
sour.
in, yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
into sours right
Yeah.
now. But I have to say this might pull me back in.
Yeah, that's good.
Because my argument with
Yeah.
with the IPAs now is like, oh, it's got to be hoppier.
Yeah, no.
And now I'm hopped out.
I'm
I like the flavor,
yeah.
but not the bite.
Hop off.
Yeah.
I'm hopping off.
Yeah.
I love IPAs and I'm cool. Like I'm cool with it. You know, like the
I'm glad you're cool with it.
yeah. Everyone's like, oh, IPAs. Oh, everyone's having an IPA. That's what I like.
Right.
If you like sours, go for sours. If you like, but everyone should try.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been enjoying a good Guinness here and there recently. I feel like I've aged into the Guinness world.
You've matured. You've matured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too many.
Yeah.
So they're throwing the pounds if you.
We had a few Guinness this past weekend.
I'm not a fan of Guinness.
No?
I think it's
Have you tried Murphy's?
no.
Oh, Murphy's is just like it's a smoother Guinness.
Okay.
It just falls down.
I agree.
Yeah.
Murphy's,
Maybe that's what I need, a smoother one.
Murphy's is. I prefer Murphy's.
We'll
but
get
you
you
just
Murphy's.
can't. Can you? We can't
Oh,
get it
sh-
in cans here, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do the Guinness Murphy's challenge.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Right?
Should we do that next
Is that
week?
like a Pepsi Cokey?
Yeah.
Pepsi Cokey.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
A Pepsi Coke challenge.
Pepsi Coke.
There's an interesting article that you brought up that maybe we'll share next week. I don't think we can get it. Long Island Brewery. They did a gimmicky
Oh, the shipwreck.
salvage. Yes, a guy brewer. We'll talk about it. We'll see if we
Yeah.
can get it between our next podcast. Or
We're on a
it's gonna
mission to
we're on a
find it.
mission. Basically, this guy dove a shipwreck, found some ancient yeast in some old beer bottles.
Wow.
Yeah, dating way back. I don't even remember
Hello.
the date.
And he managed to revitalize the yeast.
Yeah.
It took them 2 years of experimentation to kind of do this.
I have a yeast question.
Oh, you might need a doctor for that.
I am not a doctor.
I am not a gynecologist.
Nope.
That's right.
Nope, I'm gonna have some more oxygen.
So is it kind of like in Jurassic Park, where you can get some old DNA and bring it back? Is that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Where
The issue is yeast is really hardy,
I know
and it
DNA.
can be preserved.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like cold storage.
Right.
DNA is different because it breaks down so much that there's no, you can't. It's just not enough.
I wasn't actually comparing it to
right,
DNA.
Right. You can't piece it together.
Not literally.
My guess is maybe they got some yeast out of there.
Yeah.
Maybe they got some funky, like
Some fungus
deep sea,
yeah.
murky bacteria.
Right.
You know, and they're claiming that it's
What is it called? That bacteria you can get from like water, like contact lenses, like it's not pneumonia, but it's like psomia or something like that. I just heard it on another podcast. Like if you wear your contacts too long,
you can lose your vision.
Craig Ferguson, he was on
Yeah.
Bobby Lee's podcast, and he feels he got it because he was trying to clear a water valve, and he blew on it to blow some leaves out,
Yeah.
and he feels like he's got some bacteria, but it's kind of like called
Yeah. I mean,
some shit. I don't know.
we'll bring up contacts.
Yeah.
You definitely want. Yeah, no. You don't want to mess around with that.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, I want to
yes.
just mention this kid. There's a kid called Avett Ray Manis that I heard about. He's a 6-year-old blind kid in Ohio, and he taught himself to play the piano, and by his hearing.
Okay.
And you've got to check him out on YouTube. He does Bohemian Rhapsody beyond belief.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he sing as well?
Yep.
Wow.
His singing isn't as good as his piano.
So I have a story to tell real quick.
Yeah, go for
quick
it.
story.
Yep.
On my flight to Austin, South by Southwest, I watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Isn't it fantastic?
I sat next to what looked like a football player.
Oh yeah.
I had to hold back the fucking tears.
Yeah, I'm sure, mate.
Bro, like
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7 times.
Yeah.
I just want to be, oh my God.
What an amazing job.
Oh my God.
They did it so well.
Phenomenal
So-
movie. And then
And I work with the producer's mother.
Really?
Yeah, he worked on it for 20 years. Dennis Sullivan.
20 years? They
20
worked on that
years,
movie?
yeah, and he worked with the Freddie Mercury's parents, and put it together.
Can we get an interview with him over food?
that'd be
You
neat.
can get an interview with his mother.
Oh, we could get a lot of dirt.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Whatever.
Leave it to me.
There's also a big thing on YouTube right now where it's a split screen of Freddie Mercury at Live Aid.
I heard. Anthony
Yeah.
was telling me about that.
And the actor.
Yes.
Superb.
Yes.
Spot on.
It is absolutely incredible. It is perfect.
Yep.
It is as perfect as it could get without having Freddie Mercury on there.
But check out this kid.
Goosebumps.
We will.
Avett Manis.
Avett Manis will, when we get off air,
Yep.
we'll find the YouTube link. We'll post it in the
Yeah,
feed.
totally.
And you can have a look at it.
Perfect.
That's great. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. All right.
Awesome.
All right. I think that's us. Check us out on Food and Beverage Network.
Yep. And next week, we may even have a guest.
Yeah, baby.
Linda.
Hello, Martin.
I know. And we got to
Linda.
get Day Day on
Yeah.
at some point.
Come on, Daddy. Get your ass
We
up
can't
here.
double fist them, can we?
No.
All right.
He
Cool.
said- He
Wait,
did say
what?
that. He said that.
He did just say
He
that.
said that.
Okay.
You in the gutter. All right. Thanks for watching.
Take care, guys.
Game on.
This is Rogues on the Road with Matt Froman and Rich Marshall, where we talk food, travel, craft beverages, and everything in between.